What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Day Reviews. And on this episode of Day Reviews, we're gonna be going over My Hero Academia chapter. What chapter we on? 304, titled Izuku Meteor Midoriya and Toshinori Yagi. I feel like I should know that name, but I got nothing right now. Either way, we have stepped away from the stories and endeavors of endeavors. Thank you. I appreciate that, because I was tired of reading about that motherfucker. I was tired of Hawks politicking. I ain't trying to see that shit right now. What I am trying to see is what the fuck's going on with One for All and All for Shigaraki. See who this motherfucker talked to. Is he now wandering around in this world now freely? Say, yeah, I run this shit now, motherfuckers. You been in need of me. I'm the one with the power. Give me your power, or give me all your powers now. Just unlock everything. Just give him everything now. Now he should be the number one hero. I mean, I'm really surprised and shocked that more people haven't figured out that, yeah, you got a black whip and some super strength. Yeah, you doing a lot of broken shit, Deku. Actually, we might need to check you out, because nobody really knows what the fuck to label your quirk. So hopping right in, All Might says, I can feel One for All within the boy, but only very faintly. How's everyone faring? Aizawa-sensei, Ryukyu, Gran Torino, Ida, Kachan, Endeavor, Todoroki, Hado, Togata, Rocklock, Manuel. Please be okay, everyone. Midoriya. Hey, these niggas in the room now, boy. Hey, these niggas chilling in their seats, boy. These niggas clean. Let me see. Can I see more of their faces? He's standing up now. I'm on trial, bitch. I'm the one. Y'all sitting up here like the Go Take 13 and it'll beat in the groove. But says the one who gave him Black Whip said, before you wake up, we gotta have a chat. No, that's cool, bro. That's fine. Are y'all keeping me in this coma? Because, as long as they're feeding me, I'm good, brother. I'm good. So we see more of them. We see like All Might's vestige there in the middle. See the original one? Yeah, next to All Might. Why All Might? No, all the chairs are the same size. I thought the original. Is this guy peeing in the corner? Why are you in the? Wait a minute. You motherfuckers back here with your head turned around. Y'all the main ones I'm trying to look at. Why y'all ain't got no chair? What's this thing over here on your fucking arms, nigga? They look like the same things, but more so like a power launcher. So instead of those grenade launchers that Bakugo got, those look like power launchers or some real heavy artillery. Either way. And then there's this other guy over here. I'm sorry, I'm just stuck on this. It's highly interesting now. Not that it wasn't. Holy hell. Says, sorry to force this on you in such trying times. Says original All for One, or One for All. Yeah, dude with it. Nah, bruh. That's Bakugo. Let's call it spade. That's Bakugo, and I don't know who this other guy is, but come on. Said this too is destiny. No, just a matter of timing. Says my esteemed colleague Banjo and Kazooie has already spoken to you a bit about this. All the predecessors are with me in a dream again. Why this nigga ain't got no mouth, bruh? He was moving last time. Why he ain't got no mouth? Before we could only interact with you by weaving through the interstices of your flickering consciousness. But that limitation no longer exists. About 4 months ago, my power, that is to say, One for All, began growing rapidly. Along with that growth, the vestiges of the predecessors within One for All took on more solid forms, and they are now able to communicate with each other. In the earlier battle, my brother's power drew us out by sheer force, allowing us to appear before you more easily than before. Don't worry though, kiddo. We'll still give you your privacy when you need it. Oh, right.
You ain't got a mouth. But wait, back there. I did manage to speak then. My mouth has formed just a little bit.
All right, thank you. For all right, we cool.
Says, dude, what do you need to tell me? Allow me to explain. This nigga's big as shit, apparently. Jesus. I am the fourth.
Minato?
My name is Hikage Shinomori. In your last battle, you drew on my power without meaning to. Says danger. Sense.
So he's being able to sense stuff.
He said that came as a shock to me. Sorry,
says Deku, meaning sorry.
I get the sense that it would have been better for you to discover danger sense in a better setting. Says that was well said.
I get the sense. Okay. But would it? That seems like a pretty fitting setting.
Shinomori here was a weirdo who shunned modern society for the life of a hermit. Said mine was a terrible era. They were the weirdos, not me.
And now they're just fighting and scrapping and he weaving and bobbing and weaving. Pew, pew, pew.
Do you happen to know how long I lived and what killed me? You died at 40. Not sure what killed you. It wasn't written in All Might's notes, or rather, it was like he wrote something but erased it. Says I died of old age. Old age? He was only 40 though. Banjo and I had no way of knowing my cause of death until Yagi told us after some research. I'll get straight to the point. As of now, One for All cannot be wielded by an ordinary person.
I mean, just based off of the shit that Deku had to go through in training to even get that shit, it was hardcore. Now that it's elevated and involved inside of him, I'm assuming you just can't hand that bitch off.
He's like, huh? I possessed One for All, the second longest, second only after Yagi. For 18 long years, I evaded All for One and devoted my life to building up power.
GG. He's like, nah, fuck this nigga, bro. Fuck this nigga, whatever he talking about. And like, I ain't trying to screw up with him. These niggas died early. That's like, yeah, let me just go ahead and power up. Get real powered up out here and train. That way, if it's passed on, nigga, you gotta fight a chance. You better fight a chance.
Says from the moment I inherited the quirk, I knew I could never defeat that villain.
GG.
So I decided to spend my turn, so to speak, amassing further strength. In my final years, these cracks appeared on my body. I thought it was an unknown disease of some sort, or that perhaps I hadn't trained hard enough. But when Yagi dug up my medical history and autopsy report, the truth became clear. I say I died of old age because possessing multiple quirks effectively ate away at my very life. Your life? No way. But hang on a minute. One for All only grew stronger after your time, Shinomori. And All Might manage to hold on to it for much longer. That brings us to what we must tell you. When Yagi realized that possessing One for All places a terrible burden on the body, he thought the same thing. The others never held it for long, and since they died in battle, Yagi's only other point of comparison was himself, which is why he thought about what Shinomori had that he himself lacked. All Might was quirkless. Yes, Yagi still lives, but the knowledge he gained was passed to us via his shade in here.
Oh, that's All Might's name. Okay.
Said Yagi still lives, but the knowledge he gained was passed via his shade in here. He couldn't be entirely sure, so he didn't tell you. But what my brother said confirmed it. He spoke of how a person's essence is hardwired into their quirk factor. But then, why would Yagi still appear here when he never had a quirk factor of his own?
That's a good point.
All this time we believed that the raw spirits of us predecessors resided within All for One. But in truth, those fragments of consciousness came about with the quirk factors of the 2nd through 7th successors. But in truth, those fragments of consciousness came about with the quirk factors of the 2nd through 7th successors. That is what One for All contains.
Hold on a minute. All this time we believe that the raw spirits of us predecessors resided within One for All. So they're not raw spirits, okay? But in truth, those fragments of consciousness came about with the quirk factors of the 2nd through 7th successors. That is what All for One contains. So, more so, the essence of their quirks is what's contained in All for One, as opposed to just their spirits as a whole.
Yagi is a sole exception. Only he, imbued with One for All, with a true only he imbued One for All with a true piece of his consciousness. A vessel with an existing quirk of its own could not receive One for All without warping and spilling over.
Could not receive One for All. Okay. So it's too much. It's like, nigga, I got One for All, but I got this other shit too, so it's like, shit. You're overflowing. So my power, it's overflowing.
Says, and attempting to force it anyway results in a shortened lifespan as the 4th experience. For 40 years, Yagi maintained his grip on One for All. It was a perfect fit for his previously empty vessel, and as such, it truly became his quirk. That's why he was able to master it so easily with like no effort. He's like, nigga, I got nothing. Just give me all your powers. I'm here. For real, I am here. He is here. By some twist of fate, this power that must pass from one to the next wound up being meant for those who lack power to start with.
That is how it started. Kinda.
They are the ones who can draw out its true value.
GG All Might, making the right choices.
You mean, especially now that the predecessor's quirks are manifesting, I definitely can't pass this on to a normal person. One for All can't be transferred anymore. That's what you're saying? Quirkless individuals have all but vanished in your generation, and you're unlikely to come across another who needs such power. None of us knew any of this at the time, but as fate would have it, it passed into his hands and then yours. If only we had found out a way to interact with the wielder sooner, so much pain and suffering could have been avoided. You get it now, kiddo? You might be the last wielder for One for All. I could be the last one? That's the real issue now, Izuku. Tell me, can you kill Tamura Shigaraki?
Now listen, this chapter was a fuck ton of talking. Just a fuck ton of talking. But that's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm 1000% cool with that. Yeah, I'm so used to just seeing it as All Might. I didn't realize that was All Might's actual name. Yagi Toshinori or whatever. Is it? Please hold. Yep, it is. So, that makes sense. Well, I mean, like I said on the last chapter, Deku is the one. Pass the ball to Deku. At this point, everybody needs to rally behind Deku. oh, I'm the last one who can hear One for All. It's mine now. It's mine to do with what I please. All these quirks are mine. I had the power, bitch. And I was chosen. And that's the next thing. I was chosen to be the one to take on the ultimate evil. Well, nigga, you see what happens. Either we gonna keep on playing this song and dance of One for All and All for One, or one of us gonna end up in a body bag. And the thing is, if Izuku end up in a body bag, that's it, nigga. That's it. They win. They win. Because your counter's gone. You just passing off this stockpile of powers like, nah, nigga, we here now. You strong enough. Or you better become strong enough. Or get strong, get tough, get stronger. Because ain't no cell gonna hold him, meaning Shigaraki or all for One. Ain't no cell gonna hold him. You gotta hold this man. You gotta kill him. And like, that's his grandma. They're like, well, can you kill this nigga or not? Can you kill him? I mean, Deku gonna say that he gonna try and save him, but it's like, bruh, we done scrapped with this nigga. We done died. A couple niggas was like, nah, bro, we just gonna try and get stronger. GG for that guy. Said, nah, bro, we just gonna get stronger. We ain't scrapping with him. Let me just hold on to this as long as I can, and we just gonna ride. We just gonna ride. Ride it out. But nah, I mean, that's a real ass question, bro. He gonna want to save him. He gonna want to save him. He ain't gonna say he gonna kill him. He ain't got it in him. He ain't got it in him, bro. He ain't got it in him. He better find it, though. He better find something. He better find something. Cause boy, you got too much riding on you at that point. Literally, the fate of the world is on your shoulders, and you are the one that has to do it, bro. Because nobody else can, and nobody else will. You can't pass that shit on to nobody else. It's yours now. Permanently. Make it yours. Do what you must do, or do what you need to do. Hey, but that's the end of the chapter, guys. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out some of the other content on the next on the channel. That's that. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.